In Azure AI services, account keys play a crucial role in securing access to resources. These keys authenticate your applications, allowing them to interact securely with Azure AI services. Each Azure AI resource typically includes two types of keys, primary and secondary. Both offer equal privileges and provide redundancy, allowing rotation without disrupting service by always having one valid key during transitions. Understanding this concept is vital to safeguarding your deployments, preventing unauthorized access, and maintaining confidentiality of sensitive information. Proper account key management prevents unauthorized access to your Azure AI resources, protecting intellectual property and sensitive data. Mismanagement or exposure of keys can lead to security breaches, data theft, unauthorized charges, and damage to organizational reputation. Adhering strictly to security best practices is essential when handling account keys to mitigate these threats effectively, aligning with organizational security policies and compliance standards. Protection strategies involve key rotation, secure storage, least privilege principles, and regular audits. Azure recommends several key management practices to securely handle AI service keys. Regularly rotate keys to minimize exposure risk. Store keys securely using Azure Key Vault. Maintain separate keys for different environments, development, test, production. Limit key distribution strictly to required applications and personnel. Implement logging and monitoring to detect improper usage. Following these practices ensures robust management and reduces operational risk associated with unauthorized access or misuse. Key rotation refers to the regular updating or changing of cryptographic keys. Microsoft Azure recommends regular rotations as a core principle for account security. A recommended rotation strategy involves using Key Vault to automate the rotation schedule, employing a staggered rotation strategy, changing primary and secondary keys alternately, ensuring all applications and services are updated with the new keys immediately after the rotation, keeping track of rotation logs to ensure compliance and auditability. Frequent rotations significantly limit the potential exposure period. Azure Key Vault is a cloud-hosted service designed for secure storage and management of cryptographic keys, secrets, certificates, and connection strings. It centralizes key management, facilitating security compliance, and simplifying key rotation and monitoring. Key features include hardware security module-backed storage, integration with Azure Active Directory for role-based access, automation and scheduled key rotation support, audit logging for monitoring usage and compliance. Azure Key Vault effectively supports the secure handling of Azure AI Services account keys. Storing keys in Azure Key Vault involves creating an instance of Azure Key Vault from the Azure portal, assigning proper permissions and roles via Azure Active Directory, securely uploading your account keys to the Key Vault, referencing keys in application code or deployed resources by fetching them at runtime instead of embedding. By centralizing key storage in Key Vault, organizations lower the risk of accidental disclosures and streamline secure application lifecycle management. Ensure optimal security with Azure Key Vault by limiting user roles and access strictly via role-based access control, RBAC. Applying secure and granular permission settings. Regularly auditing access via Azure Monitor and logging features. Utilizing built-in integration features to link with other Azure services seamlessly. Automating key rotation schedules, and practicing disaster recovery drills to avoid access disruptions. These best practices increase overall security posture and simplify compliance management. Role-based access control, RBAC, in Azure facilitates managing permissions around accessing or modifying account keys. RBAC ensures only authorized personnel have precise and restricted access. Recommended RBAC roles include owner, full management access, including key rotations. Contributor, manage services but cannot assign access permissions. Reader, view permissions without authority to modify keys. Key Vault administrator, dedicated to managing Azure Key Vault specifically tailored for key management functions. Implementing RBAC effectively minimizes risk and enhances operational security. Best practices integrating Azure account keys in your applications include referencing keys securely, never embedding them directly into source code or configuration files. Recommended integration strategies: securely retrieve keys at runtime from Azure Key Vault. Utilize environment variables or secure configuration management. Apply managed identities or service principals for authentication where possible. These methods limit exposure risks, effectively protecting critical application secrets and keys from unintended access and unauthorized disclosure. Azure provides tools such as Azure Monitor and Log Analytics to audit and monitor key usage. Tracking key usage helps quickly identify suspicious behaviors, potential security breaches, or malicious attempts. Monitoring activities include recording access attempts and usage patterns, generating alerts when irregular access or failures occur, reviewing audit logs regularly for compliance checks. This ongoing vigilance ensures prompt response capabilities, improving overall security posture and operational reliability. If account keys are compromised, immediate action is essential to limit damage. Immediately regenerate affected keys. Ensure the new keys are immediately updated across deployed applications and infrastructure. Investigate and resolve the root cause of the breach. Review access and security controls to prevent future incidents. Rapid response, combined with clearly defined processes, can drastically mitigate security implications and operational disruptions. Regular auditing strengthens data security compliance by reviewing the usage patterns and access logs of account keys. Effective compliance auditing involves setting key usage auditing processes for regular intervals, documenting and reporting audit findings systematically, addressing discovered discrepancies and potential security gaps immediately, updating practices and controls aligned with evolving compliance requirements, e.g., GDPR, HIPAA. Systematic auditing practices facilitate regulatory compliance and ongoing improvements in key management.